Today on the channel, we're back at it with another nostalgic Marvel Legends review, and this time from the Iron Man wave, we got She-Hulk, and we got Model 1 Gold, Iron Man.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends Iron Man unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got She-Hulk, and we got Iron Man #1. But for all your Iron Man wave needs, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there, and per the norm on this channel, it's always ladies first, always looking out for the ladies here. So move over, Iron Man #1. We're starting it off with old She-Hulk here, and to many, this is going to be their She-Hulk. We've had quite a few She-Hulks over the last couple of years, but not many that have hit the sweetest of sweet spots yet. I guess your mileage may vary on that. But for me, this is kind of the iconic She-Hulk I think of in the 80s and 90s, and we're getting this here in the Iron Man wave. Very interesting how they have her kind of doing the splits in the packaging there. She does come with a weapon that is broken, so we'll dive into that as well. Nostalgic 90s Toy Biz goodness is what I think of with this packaging. Throwback to the old Iron Man wave back in the day. Exciting time to be a toy collector back then. Always loved that. Does say She-Hulk here. 4 and up. Thankfully, Mark Summers on the couch today. No Todd McFarlane. He's MIA. We're going to have to track him down. He's going to be missing just like my dad. Don't know where he went. People are going to start thinking I'm some kind of a serial killer getting rid of all these people. But Mark Summers, good to see you here today. And I'm glad you're here because 4 and up on this one. You know what to do. Those 3-year-olds, anyone 3 and under that are milling around this property anywhere, get them the heck out of here, Mark. Escort them out of the premises. Appreciate that, of course. But looking good on the packaging design. On the back, got that kind of diagram back there. Big portion of the packaging there for not a whole lot. And then, of course, you do get a little bit of a blurb up top. Let's see what it says about old She-Hulk herself. With incredible strength and a passion for justice, Jennifer Walters fights evil as both a lawyer and a gamma-powered superhero, She-Hulk, of course. And we all saw the She-Hulk series on Disney Plus, didn't we? It was one of those ones. It was okay. It was worth a watch one time is what I said. I would never watch it again, though. See you later. Goodbye. Maybe we'll see her in the future. See you later. Goodbye. And there she is in the package. Look, she's split down a little bit because she's a big figure. She's a big figure in a little bubble window, and there might be an analogy there, you know? A Hulk in a man's world. Who knows? Something like that. See you later. Goodbye. And oh yeah, she's a big figure, and I love this figure. I love the green color. It does pop on here. We're going to dive into it in a second. Of course, we get 2 fists of Hulk fury right here. Feel like if you're a Hulk, you probably got to have some fists going. And old Jennifer She-Hulk, she's ready to grip it and rip it with the hands out of the package, which are gripping hands, but she's got the fisted fury hands as well. And then if somebody comes up, somebody rolls up on her with a machine gun, she's just going to grab that, she's going to bend it. That's what she's going to do. So I guess if you want to use these hands, you can have her bend this. For me, you don't need that, but I feel like, you can correct me if I'm wrong, was the old Toy Biz one, did it come with something very similar to this? I vaguely remember that back in the day. But it is a nice little accessory and one we've never received in the past. But the true star of the show right here is Jennifer She-Hulk herself. A big figure, and she should be big. She shouldn't be just a little character. She's a Hulk after all, but looking really good. Dare I say, looking kind of hot. Yeah, there you go. But she's got the big old hair that might make Medusa blush. Who knows? We got the green and black hair, nice dark wash against it. Definitely gets the point across. And a good smiling face. She's got the teeth out there showing off all of her dentistry work. Looking good. It looks like blue eyes back there. A nice soothing, calming face for a Hulk is interesting, but that's what She-Hulk has right here. She does, of course, got the green skin tone throughout, and then she's got a leotard on, is that what we'd call that? She looks like she's getting ready to go do some jazzercise. And man, jazzercise, I bet it's still sweeping the nation. There's probably jazzercise gyms on every corner still to this date. But it was all the rage back in the day, and she was partaking, I'm guessing. But a nice singlet here in purple. You got a little white belt sculpted in there. White wrist tape as well. Then you got the white at the top of the boots, and then you got the purple boots on her. Now, articulation goes all the way around. The hair does get in the way, just a hair, no pun intended. Bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. We're here for that, aren't we? Sure we are. Hands removable, back forth, side to side. Hula hoop at the top. No traditional waist on her, so only articulation up there, high up there. You do get the big old She-Hulk splits if you do need them, looking pretty good. You get the leg that goes up, thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees. How about that? A boot cut, ankles back and forth, side to side. All the usual articulation we love so much. But this hair does get in the way, I will say that. You don't get a lot of side to side or anything. If you do turn to the side, it makes her head go down. So the hair is a little bit limiting on this figure. I don't know if that makes a deal. Once again, your mileage may vary on that. But it is a little bit hard to move her head around without that hair putting in a kind of a natural looks, I would say. And does she fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%, and there it is. Old She-Hulk getting it done here. Obviously not as important and not as popular as the irregular Incredible Hulk. Everybody knows that Hulk, but of course, you got to have multiple Hulks. You got to bring everything out there. You got to get all these different Hulks, and red Hulks, green Hulks, gray Hulks. You name the Hulk color, he's probably been it at one time or another. But She-Hulk is a classic character in her own right, especially many years she's been around. And I think a lot of people, maybe not everybody knows who She-Hulk is, but pretty darn close in this day and age. So very cool to get this in a more cartoony comic style here instead of course, well, I guess I'll bring it out. We got the Disney Plus version right here. So you can see the difference. A lot more feminine over here, I guess you would say. A little sleeker design where she's a little bit more muscular in the comic book. And that kind of makes sense. I think the proportions in comic books and cartoons, always a little bit bigger. But you got the differences between those two. And then, of course, we do got the prior version here in green. Now, I do have the gray one. Long story. I can't get to it. We're in the process of redoing our main floor in our house here. Getting hardwood floors taken out and put back in, all this stuff that nobody cares about, myself included, but it is for my wife. Happy wife, happy life, as they do say. Shout out to my wife, Angie. But I can't. I got a bunch of stuff stored in front of my bookshelves of Marvel Legends, and I can't get to that gray version of this She-Hulk, but use your imagination. Just pretend it's right there. That's what I'm going to say to you. But we got 3 incarnations of She-Hulk right here, and I think I do prefer this one. I don't mind either of these. I think both these other ones are really good, but when I think of She-Hulk, when I close my eyes and my head hits the pillow, this is what I think of right here. So very happy to have that one in the collection after all these years from the Marvel Legends Hasbro team here. But now we're going to turn our attention over to one Iron Man, and we're really starting the beginning here as Iron Man outfit number 1. Of course, his first ever outfit, hence number 1. It does say Model 1 Gold, so it's the gold edition here. You also get that beautiful, beautiful Charles Bronson head. More on that in a second here as well. Same packaging we saw with She-Hulk. Mark Summers already escorted the children out of here, so we're in good hands right there. But it is the Model 1 Iron Man suit. We're getting some reuse out of this one, of course. Got the blurb up top, Iron Man logo. You got the diorama right there. We're ready to go. We're ready to see what's going on with Iron Man here. Let's see. When Tony Stark decides that Iron Man needs an outfit upgrade, he faces off against the hypnotic Gargantus wearing golden armor. All gold. It's gold. It's not just for everybody anymore. It's one of the best currencies around is gold, as they do say. See you later, Spider-Man style. Goodbye. Didn't work so well. Pop this bad boy out, and there it is. See you later. Goodbye. Absolutely love the packaging. I wish I could be on card collector for this. Just not in the cards. No pun intended for me. You get some smoke effects. You get all kinds of stuff going on with this version of Iron Man here. Some stuff to be pretty excited about. Pop all these out. Pop out those hands. Bam, bam, bam. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am, as one may say. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's get down to business here. Let's get down to Iron Man business. You got the repulsor hands open up. He's going to fire some stuff off at you in gold. And then you get the Fists of Fury. And this is a set where everybody comes with the Fists of Fury ready to go. I'm here for that. You know me. I love a fist. Oh, give me all the fists. You know how that goes. We do get 2 beams here. We saw these in blue just recently in the same line. Now we get them in the flame kind of orange color on here. Looking good, and then we get these smoke effects we've seen numerous times over the years. Once again, pretty cool effect pieces, but we've seen them before, so we know what we're getting as far as that goes. But now we get down to the head sculpts, and that's where business really picks up. Is this second head sculpt right here is the spitting image for Death Wish himself, Charles Bronson, one of the greatest actors of all time. Absolutely love me some Charles Bronson. He's not scared of getting a bazooka and just taking it to the streets if he needs to, as we do know. Don't make movies movies like that anymore. Old Death Wish movies, just some of the finest cinematic masterpieces of all time, and it's very cool to get a Tony Stark, aka Charles Bronson head. And if you guys, longtime viewers of this very YouTube channel, the previous time we got this, I immediately said, I'm making a Charles Bronson custom. So I did get a used body here, the Target exclusive. Now I already forget. What was Owen Wilson's name in Loki? I already forgot his name, but I used that body and popped this head on here. But this head has kind of that color comic shading. This one is just straight up black. So it is the same head for the most part, just painted a little bit differently here. But it's very cool to have a Charles Bronson Death Wish figure in my collection. And I may end up switching this head over to this one and moving this somewhere else. So very, very cool. I'm here for this head sculpt. It doesn't look like Tony Stark to me. It looks like Charles Bronson. So shout out to Charles Bronson. I wish he was still around. We could have had Death Wish, you know, all the way up to 10 would have been something special. But the head on this one just looks like a bucket. It is a very basic Iron Man costume compared to all the other ones we got over the years, of course. But it looks like a bucket over the top. I do like the point of a detail with his eyes back there. So you can see his eyes, the human eyes behind the head. That looks really good. Has a little antenna up here on the side, and then gold throughout. It's all about gold. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in Austin Powers. But gold everywhere on this one. You do got the little beam there in the middle looking very good. That's the only non-gold thing on here, as it looks like to me. Talked about it. Fists of Fury, of course. Articulation arms all the way around for us. A bicep cut. Double jointed, yep, double jointed elbows there, very tight though. Hands back and forth, removable. Fists of Fury, of course. Got these big forearm guards here. For a second, I thought they were removable. They are not. We get a traditional waist, and we get a little bit of a back and forth, side to side. We get everything out of that waist right there. We do get a splits there, an Iron Man split, and we also got a skirt on. And I'm not sure exactly why he said, you know, this suit's missing one thing. It's missing a gold skirt. I'm going to put that on there. It's power move if there ever was one. Leg does go up. Double jointed knee. Oh my gosh, you do. It is double jointed, but it doesn't mean the leg's not going to fall off. So one fault in the suit, you could easily lose your leg apparently, but that pops right back in there if you need to. But I guess you try to bend it too much, it'll pop right out of socket there. Nobody likes their leg popping out of socket, that's for sure. No boot cut, but you do get ankles back and forth, side to side. He should fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. But he's got such a big feet on here, you probably don't need it, but he will if you need him to. But he should be able to stand just on his own. Very well right there. And it looks like, yep, there's 2 peg holes in his feet, one for a stand, but also one for the effect pieces. So you can have him blazing his trail through the sky. Do whatever you want. Choose your own Iron Man Gold adventure is what you can do right here. But a good one, and one I'm kind of surprised we haven't got already. I'm kind of surprised it took this long to get this figure, but I guess good things happen to those that wait. Something like that, something like that. But we did get one very similar in the past, of course, about a year ago. What is time in that 65th anniversary Avengers wave? We did get the tin suit here in more of the gray silver color. So a few differences here, but not a whole lot. It is what it is. It's like a young Popeye. I am what I am is what we'll say about this one. Maybe for everybody, maybe not for everybody. Most likely, probably somewhere in the middle. But between the two, She-Hulk is the gold star. Honestly, the gold star of this set right here. Her and Whiplash were the two I was most excited for. Probably still are as far as unboxing all these ones here on the channel. But a good one is She-Hulk, and the Iron Man gold armor is not terrible either. I like the Charles Bronson head, so there it is. But what are your guys' thoughts? Pickups, passes, long games? Not the no game. Nah, it can't be the no game, but let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to hear if it's a no game for you. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Always helps the channel with the old like button, of course. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and my other YouTube channel. We got 2 channels running every single day. Appreciate all the support over there. Check out both of them, of course, and both channels do feed up to the Patreon for early access to both channel videos, all the glamour shots early, monthly Q&As, monthly giveaways, dog stuff, pizza stuff, and a whole lot more. It's all down there over at the old Patreon. Appreciate the support. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for a little Iron Man and She-Hulk, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.